Hey there. It is Wednesday and I'm so happy to see you guys today. This week we are going to be talking about family and group portraits. Now, when I say the words group portraits, what is your first instinct or feeling? For many of us, it kind of brings up a little bit of a feeling of angst, which is totally understandable. It is one of the more complex parts of the day just because there are so many people involved. And of course, there's a part of us that wants to capture all these groups of people that mean so much to us. And we still want to make sure that we get to cocktail hour and we get time to enjoy ourselves and play during the reception part of the day. In order to really make the family and group portrait portion of your day work well, you're going to need to keep three things in mind. And that is the structure of your day, the organization, and finally the implementation. So let's start with the first piece of that, the structure. Some of us want more than anything to spend time with our people. Maybe a lot of your people have flown in from far away and you're going to want to get as much time with them as possible, which usually takes place during cocktail hour and the reception. Now, if that is the case, you may want to consider doing a first look. The reason why is because a first look can change the whole way that your day flows. If you do a first look before the ceremony, then you and your spouse-to-be can do all of your couples portraits before the ceremony, and you can also do all of those group portraits as well and get that all out of the way so that when the ceremony is over and it's time for cocktail hour, you guys get to go run off and enjoy that. So that is definitely one thing to keep in mind if cocktail hour is important to you. So either you structure your day with a first look, or else it generally happens after the ceremony. And that means you have exactly an hour to do both of your group portraits and your couples portraits. So most people divide that in half, 30 minutes for the groups, 30 minutes for you and your spouse. Now, the problem is if anything starts to run off the rails with the group portraits, if somebody's wandered off or we have to spend time trying to get people into place and we run behind, what ends up suffering usually is time for your couples portraits. So that leads me to point number 2, organization of your day. First of all, I tell people that generally we need to allow 3 to 5 minutes per grouping. If you think about it, there are many people involved. We have to shuffle people in and out of place, get them all aligned properly. We want these photos to look nice, and so it sometimes takes a little bit of time to get everybody arranged in a pleasing way. So keeping that in mind, 3 to 5 minutes per grouping, and that you have 30 minutes to get this done, if we do the simple math, that means you can maybe do about 6 to 8 groupings total. So therefore, you're going to really want to hone that list down and make sure that you've got just the most important ones to you. Next, you will definitely want to create a list of those groupings and hand that off to your photographer. That way, everybody knows what the game plan is, and that leads me to my next point, implementation. So we've got our structure, we've got our organization, we've got that list. What do we do with the list? Well, we need to make sure that everybody who's on that list knows that they need to be in a particular place at a particular time for their group portraits. The easiest way to do this is to let people know the night before. Most people have a rehearsal dinner, so that's a great time to let everybody know, hey guys, after the ceremony, immediately afterward, we're going to stay in that area for group portraits. Please be there, and make sure that everybody on that list knows that they're on that list. And then finally, you're going to want to appoint somebody, either the maid of honor or a family member who knows all of these people, to be what I like to call the photo wrangler. And that means that this person is your go-to person who is going to kind of shuffle people in and out of place, let everybody know, because they know who Uncle Bob is. Your photographer doesn't know who Uncle Bob is. So make sure you choose somebody who's organized and who's really good at managing people and who knows everybody involved. Then it will all flow super smoothly. You will get that done. You will have beautiful couples portraits afterwards, and then get to go on and enjoy the rest of your day. So guys, there you have it. How to get family and group portraits done quickly, easily, efficiently, so you guys can get on with the fun part of your day. We talked about structure, we talked about organization, and we talked about implementation. And I hope you guys found it helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have any questions about this, you can always post a comment below and I will get back to you. And if you have any other questions, same deal. I would love to hear from you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.